Hi, it's Ruth from Cupcakes by Ruth, and today I just wanted to check in with everybody and see who is baking for Passover. And, oh, wow, that's a lot of people. And if you are baking for Passover, are you beating a lot of egg whites today to fold into all of your baked goods? I bet you are. I wanted to give you a couple of tips to make the best egg whites, to have them fluffy and stiff and not overbeat them. You don't want to overbeat them, and really to make the best baked desserts. So first of all, you want to make sure that the bowl that you're using is chilled. That'll help. But the egg whites are room temperature. Clean, dry, chilled bowl, room temperature eggs. Now, if your eggs started from the fridge and you don't have a lot of time for them to sit out for 30 minutes, or that kind of skeeves you out a little bit, but promise it's fine for them to sit out for 30 minutes. But if you want them to sit out, go ahead, do it. If you want to warm them up to room temperature-ish, sooner than 30 minutes, here's what you can do. Get a bowl of warm water, put the eggs in, and rotate the water or let the water run. I don't suggest you do that, especially since it's Earth Day. Don't let the water run, but get some warm water, bring those eggs up, take the chill off, and then you can beat them. You want to separate them very carefully. Don't get any yolk in your egg white, because then your egg whites won't beat and become as fluffy. So when you separate them into another bowl and then add them to the bigger bowl, right? So it's a lot of dirty dishes, but somebody's got to do it, right? So you want to separate your egg whites into a smaller bowl, little dish, and then once you see that there's no shell, there's no egg yolk, go ahead and pour it into the bigger bowl that you're going to beat from, right? Okay. So you've got your room temperature eggs and you've separated them, and there's no shells and there's no yolks, and you're ready to go. Now you can do it by hand. Oh, God bless you. Our grandmothers did it by hand, right? My mother did it by hand until she didn't have to. You can do it by hand. You need a balloon whisk. You want to be really strong, back and forth, turn on the radio, dance around, get your beat going. Get it? Get your beat going. But it'll take you a little while, and you have to be patient. Or use a hand mixer, right? That's really the best way to do it. Or I have a KitchenAid with a balloon whisk attachment, and that's how I do it. Now, you want to make sure that you don't overbeat those babies. So, you've got your egg whites going, you've got your mixer going. Don't walk away. Really, just stand there, be patient. Dream about the ocean and floating away, or a beautiful summer day, or whatever makes you happy and whatever takes you to your happy place, but stare at those eggs, because depending upon how you beat them, hand mixer or standing mixer, it'll take you anywhere from about 2 to 3 minutes-ish, give or take. And what you want to do is throw in that pinch of salt before you get started. If you're baking for Passover, you don't really need to be using any cream of tartar for this, right? You're just going to use a pinch of salt. You're going to beat like crazy, beat, 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 beat. And all of a sudden, they're going to go from liquid to white and foamy, and then they're going to get stiffer. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see that as the whisk goes around, that the peaks stay. That's when you know you're almost done. You want to be wiping the side of the bowl. Don't forget to wipe the side of the bowl with your rubber spatula. And then all of a sudden, boom, before you know it, you have beautiful egg whites. Now, stop the mixer, tap it on the side, check to make sure you don't have any liquid eggs at the bottom, and then put them aside, right? So now you've got the rest of the mix for whatever you're going to make. I've attached below a sponge cake, a lemon sponge cake that I love to use. And it's really nice with some fresh berries. That's how I do it. You can brush it with a little lemon juice if you want a little more brightness to it. I think it's really terrific. You can also, if you like to use the kosher for Passover chocolate, which is a different flavor and texture. You can use a little of that on top, shave it on. It's really a very delicious light dessert anytime. So hang on to this recipe that I've you put down below, because you can really have it anytime, and it's a fabulous, fabulous summer flavor. Okay, so you've got your egg whites, you've got your mix, you're gonna fold everything together. Do you know what folding means? Don't break down those egg whites. You work too hard to make them all stiff and peaky. So you want to gently fold. You cut it in half and then you fold. Cut it in half and fold. Turn the bowl, cut it in half, fold. Turn the bowl, cut it in half, fold. And then you're gonna get to the very bottom, right? So all of a sudden, you've still got height, you've still got volume, but your mix is all incorporated, all of your dry ingredients. You're going to gently, gently encourage it into your baking dish. And then you're gonna bake, and you're gonna be so happy you did. The thing about baking with egg white leavened food, sponge cakes and that, is that you really need to be very patient. You need to be patient whipping those egg whites, and you need to be patient letting your baked good cool. Don't try to take it out too soon, because it will not be happy with you, and it will be, it'll tear. It's delicate, right? So let it cool all the way. Drizzle on your fresh fruit, because that's how I think it's best, and enjoy and sit back and really have a fabulous, fabulous Passover.